This exercise is a Romanian deadlift, or an RDL. It's working the hamstrings and the glute or the bum muscles. Okay, so the main things we need to know here is that we're going to keep our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to have a slight bend in our legs, so we're going to just take our knees out of lock. Our torso stays nice and upright throughout, and what we're trying to do is the movement comes from our hips. Okay, so we're going to push our bum backwards to get the movement, keeping our chest nice and straight, so at the bottom of the movement you should be able to read the logo or the writing that's on the front of your jersey. So for the RDL, we have the barbell resting against our legs, our torso nice and upright and our head neutral. We just take our legs out of lock, so it's slight little bend in the legs, and then the movement comes from pushing your bum backwards all the way and keeping your torso nice and straight. So we should be able to see is, if you've got a crest on the front of your top, we should be able to see the crest all the way from the top to the bottom of the movement. That's it, keep the barbell close to the legs and straight back to top. So for the RDL, the progression here is that we add a little bit of weight to the bar. So what's important is that we pick the bar up correctly, so we keep our torso nice and engaged, bend our legs into our starting position, which is the barbell just resting against the front of our thighs, slight bend in the legs, so we just take our legs out of the lock position, and then the movement comes from pushing our bum backwards behind us, keeping our torso nice and straight and keeping the barbell close to our legs all the way. Nice and controlled on the way down, head neutral and straight back to top. To make this exercise a bit easier, we'll take the weight out of it and we just have our hands on our hips. We stand close to a wall and keep our chest nice and straight, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and push our bum backwards so that it touches the wall. Keep our chest nice and straight, and at the bottom of the movement we should always be able to read the logo on the front of your jersey. To make it a little bit harder, step a little bit further away from the wall. And again, try and touch the wall with your bum, which means you need a little bit more of a range of motion.